What's the best way to navigate that? I've had a hard time trying to do the multiple girlfriend thing because of like, let me look through your phone. Let me go see like how many.
I've never had the phone.
Do you care? Why do you do the same things for her that you do for me? Because all they want to, especially if you're calling your girlfriend, they want to feel like the priority, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you how I set it up, because I think this helps. Is the setup from day one, first date. The frame is dropped on the first date when I ask them, "How many kids can you give me?" That's a question I'll ask every girl on the first date. How many kids can you give me?
Great question.
And she'll say, "Oh, like 2, 3,
right,
4 at a stretch." I'll be like, "Well, I want 10." So I guess I'm going to have to find someone else to carry the load. Implying that I need another woman to meet my criteria.
What did she say then?
They giggle.
Really?
They giggle at that shit.
Okay.
All the time. They giggle at that shit. But what have I done? I've from the very get-go, I've laid down the foundation of here's what I want. This might sound like I'm being silly, but I'm actually being, and they'll probe that. I'm like, no, I'm 100% serious. I want like 10 kids. I want a big family. If you can't give me that many kids, fine. That's totally okay. I'll just have to find another woman to help out.
The way you're saying help out, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm not trying to make it perverted. I'm trying to make it wholesome in a weird way. But it starts there, and now they've got that in the back of their head. Like this motherfucker's serious. He ain't joking around. I think there's a part of him that's actually serious about this. And so, okay, when it comes down, and another big part of it is it helps that I have other friends who are
in the same thing,
doing the same thing, who live a similar lifestyle. Who, when I'm like,
so it's normalized.
It's totally normalized, because if I bring one of my girls, like my Romanian girl, like she will hang out with me when I'm hanging out with Andrew and Tristan.
So it's like,
but she'll be with me for like say 2-3 nights in a row, like at dinners or whatever, and all partying or whatever. And she'll see that not Andrew, but she'll see that Tristan's definitely with a different girl each night, and she'll be like, well, if his friends are doing this, then when I'm not around,
yeah, it's tough.
What is he doing? And my Romanian girl is fucking switched on. She gets it.
She's trained,
bro. I'll show you some fucking text messages. I'm not gonna. I obviously won't show this to the camera.
Right.
What was the funny? I had this. Oh, hang on. Oh, I also find it kind of cute and funny when a girl was like somewhat, like adorably psychopathic.
What?
So like, it's a great example of this.
Yeah, I wish I had more friends in my circle like Tristan and Andrew that I could like, because that lifestyle's so normalizing around. I don't have a lot of friends, especially if, like from a liberal city that are capable of that.
That would be very, very hard. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is you guys can't, but you can read this, right?
Okay.
So that's a clip from me on Michael Sartain's podcast where I'm talking about bringing. Like,
can I read it?
You can watch it.
Well, I've seen the clip, so it's
yeah. So the clip is about like
I've seen it.
The clip is about bringing other women to your man, and this is my Romanian.
Can I read the response?
Read the response. Yeah.
She says, "I will shoot her in the vagina so she will never need you again," and you just laugh, and that's it.
Yeah. Happy days. Like, and this is a recent one. This is the funny one. Oh, here we go. This is the funny one. So she sent me this video, which is like, it says, "Long distance relationships are so peaceful. I'll just text my girl, 'I wish we were here,' and then I'll go out and cheat in peace." She sent that to me
as a joke.
As a joke, and then I reposted it on my story saying, "I don't know what you're talking about." Like.
And she laughed.
And she laughed at it. But then she also gave me the finger.
Yeah, but
she laughed first. Like,
it's just like the scenario you said, like, "Oh, I love you," but she missed the spot, and then she punches you.
Yeah.
Genius, man.
Right? So it's so there's like, and honest to God, like I wasn't able to do this kind of stuff a few years ago because I didn't have
the frame. Frame is extremely important.
It's like what's the 5-minute mile? 4-minute mile, whatever that. Remember that story? You heard that?
No.
Is it 4-minute mile or 5-minute mile? Someone in the chat can correct me. But basically, there was everyone thought. I want to make sure. I want to get this correct because I don't like. 4-minute mile. I think it's the 4-minute mile.
I'm learning, chat.
Is it the 4-minute mile? Yeah. So basically, okay. So this was first achieved in So the 4-minute mile was first achieved in 1954. Prior to that, so one guy broke that record. Prior to him breaking the record of running a mile in 4 minutes, everyone thought it was impossible to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then after he did it, like half a dozen people or something that year also did it.
So it's just knowing that it's possible.
Bingo. Once you see it's possible, all of a sudden, everyone else, like you're able to do it.
Gone.
It's totally a mental barrier. And it's not complicated. It's really not that complicated. Yeah. So like for me, it's like, okay, good. Starting off with a decent foundation, starting with the foundation of like, there's going to be other women. I'll even tell a girl on the first date, I'm going to cheat on your ass. Like I'll say it blatantly. And they'll laugh. Because they think two things go through their head. One, this guy is so cocky.
And she laughs when you say that, right?
Yeah. And two, she's like, even if he's serious, I've got to respect the balls on this guy.